countries.
Question number 10, Metiria Turei.
Thank you.
Order. Metiria Turei.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My question is to the Prime Minister and asks, does he stand by his statement, quote, "I do not know so much about Planet Key, but my expectations are that it would be a lovely place to live. It would be beautifully governed. Golf courses would be plentiful. People would have plenty of holidays to enjoy their time, and what a wonderful place it would be."
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, yes, but I feel as though I was remiss in not adding that the only place you'd find the Greens would be on the golf courses.
Metiria Turei.
Thank you.
Order. Order. I want to hear Metiria Turei's supplementary question. Order. Now, this occasion, it's the national members who are being unreasonably loud. Heard. Metiria Turei, supplementary question.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Order.
On Planet Key, his idea of nirvana, are 270,000 children living in poverty while their mums earn $13.50 an hour cleaning the toilets on his plentiful golf courses.
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
No, we wouldn't have toilets on Planet Key.
Metiria Turei. Order. Order. Now, someone will be going if they're not silent while I'm on my... Metiria Turei, supplementary question. Order. Now, look, the House will come to order. And that includes braying like a jackass when I'm on my feet. That's not acceptable. Metiria Turei.
On Planet Key, his version of nirvana, would women receive equal pay for equal work and pay equity for equivalent work so that women too can enjoy plenty of holidays with their families?
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
No, people wouldn't be working, they'd be having a great time with leisure.
Metiria Turei. Metiria Turei.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Back in the real world, where 150,000 children...
Order. Now, order. The member has every right to ask a question, and I want to hear it. Metiria Turei.
Back in the real world, where 150,000 New Zealand children in beneficiary households live in severe poverty, why does he consistently refuse any solution to bring them out of that poverty, including a targeted child payment which would help these children be fed as they deserve to be?
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, here in New Zealand, if that's what the member is referring to, in fact this government has done a great deal to try and help at-risk young children. And that includes, in the worst of times, maintaining large repayments, recycling of payments through the likes of Working for Families. We've set a target to make sure that 98% of youngsters get into early childhood education. We've been increasing the numbers of youngsters that are going to early childhood education. We've set a target of having 95% infant immunisation rates. And in fact, again, we've been seeing immunisation rates go up. We've set a target to reduce rheumatic fever by 2/3, and again we're starting to see that reduction. And we are undertaking significant welfare reform and because we know that about 220,000 children are growing up in welfare-based homes, and we know the fastest way out of poverty is to get into paid employment.
Metiria Turei.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Why should 150,000 poor, hungry children have to wait for him to deliver the 87,000 jobs that their parents would need to get off the benefit before he will step up and do something for them? Why don't they deserve to live in a wonderful place too?
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr Speaker, firstly I think it's really important to understand businesses deliver jobs, and so what the government is focused on doing is making sure that we have the environment that encourages people to create jobs, and we've seen 50,000 new jobs created in the last couple of years. We've also seen that member resist every measure that this government has taken to deliver an environment which will be more conducive to jobs growth. If the member wants to follow her policy prescription, she actually better get used to signing up to a whole lot more kids, not having parents that are working.
Jacinda Ardern.
Supplementary to the Prime Minister, when he said that he wouldn't support Labour's child poverty bill because it needed a range of measures of poverty, had he actually read it, given it includes 4 measures of poverty, or is it in the same reading pile as John Banks's police file?
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Well, Mr Speaker, it certainly deserves to be, but no, I have actually, funnily enough, read a little bit of it. And what the member, I think, actually goes on to say is that there should be social obligations in it, something she was bagging the National Party when it was doing it.
Metiria Turei.
Thank you, Mr Speaker.
Order. I want to hear Metiria Turei.
Will the Prime Minister show these kids that he cares about them and support my bill for a child payment for the 150,000 New Zealand children who, unlike his mates on Planet Key, don't get a holiday from poverty?
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr Speaker, I really take offence from the member when she says that we don't care about these young New Zealanders. This government spends a huge amount of time, money and energy focused on those young New Zealanders and trying to give them help. If the member thinks that that will be resolved without giving them a decent education, because she does not support all the measures this government's taken to lift education standards, then she's dreaming. If the member thinks that that can be achieved by a universal payment, as I said to the member some time ago, she comes into this House and she bags this government because she argues that we have people that are well off, and then she wants to give the same millionaires yet more money to raise their kids. She is barking mad, if that's what she thinks.
Order. Order. I'm going to ask the Prime Minister to withdraw that last statement. That is totally unfair. The member should withdraw, and the Prime Minister should withdraw and apologise for that last statement.
I'll withdraw and apologise.
Question number 11, Darian Fenton.
Thank you,